I'm Robin Henning, and welcome to another Exchange Life Nugget of Truth. What are some things that really scare you? Snakes, bears, spiders, cancer? How about stock market crashes? Now, how would you like to be free from all fear? Wouldn't that be nice? Well, there is a way for every believer to be 100% free from fear. Live in or abide in God's love. You know, the Apostle John, he tells us that God's perfect love picks up and casts out all fear. And in the verses prior to that verse, he talks about the reality that God is agape love and that he abides in us and we abide in him. Now, how does abiding in God's agape love drive out fear? Well, Paul tells us at the end of Romans chapter 8 that there isn't a single circumstance, nothing that can separate us from his agape love. Nothing. There is no legitimate fear object for the Christian except God himself. And that's a reverential fear, not a fear of punishment, but a fear of his majesty, an amazement and awe of his majesty. Now, Jesus told us not to fear man. He told his disciples, don't fear man, because man can only harm our earth suit, our bodies. Rather, we should fear only God, who has the power to destroy both body and soul in hell. God really is the only legitimate fear object. Beloved, we live in the last hours of the last days. It is not beyond the possibility that even in America, Christians may be martyred for our faith. Even so, Christians around the world are facing unprecedented persecution for Jesus' name. Does this mean that Jesus doesn't love those who lose their life for him? No. He's still, while they're dying, keeping them in his love. The only thing that unbelievers can hurt is our earth suit. And we are so much more than our earth suits. Beloved, the day that we die is the best day of our lives. It's the day that we get to see Jesus face to face and enter into his glory. Martyrdom, now look, martyrdom is the extreme example. So let me go back to something a little more simple. Let's say I'm afraid of spiders. I know some of you out there really can't stand spiders. You're terrified of spiders. They make you scream like little kids. If every time I see a spider I freak out and scream, I'm not living in God's love. But if I choose to set my mind on living in God's love, I can transform my mind or my thinking about spiders. I can choose not to take offense at the presence of the spider. Why? Well, because I know that the truth is that spider cannot separate me from the love of God. The spider has no power over me, and neither does fear. Beloved, when we set our minds on the truth that we are forever in God's love, our thinking is transformed, and we will think with the mindset of Christ. And all fear will be cast out. No storm, no spider, snake, cancer, jihadist, or anything else will be able to stir up anxiety, panic, or fear, because we know that we're safe in God's love. Nothing can take us out of his love. That's where security, that's where safety is, beloved. I hope this encourages you, and I hope you have a blessed week in Jesus.